Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris here. Today what I have for you, which I'm going to upload to the CCC channel. It's getting hard to say. Anyways, I promised on my personal channel with some of the older comics, some of the significant comics that I've been getting, that I will show the interiors. I'd talk about them on my regular channel, but then show some of the interiors on the CCC. Go a little more in-depth whatever. So today what I wanted to do is give you guys a look on the inside of Kamandi issue number 1. And I will briefly go over the story as well when we take a look through it. I have to flip through it again just to make a few notes for myself. But anyways, this was a great book. Great book. That's like I say, I read this thing. It was awesome. I thank everybody in the comic book community that was able to you know, turn me on to this book. It's definitely a book that's well worth it. It's from the 70s. You got majority of the series was by Jack Kirby, so fantastic artwork. Like, I love that cover. I do have to say too, this being a DC comic, you know, I tend to really like stuff that is from DC that isn't mainstream superhero-ish. Just with the relaunch, I'm getting a few you know, new titles like Batman, Flash, and Action Comics, but I like some of the DC characters, but I've never really been much of a reader or collector of them. A lot of the stuff that is just I don't know, offbeat type stuff. Even Watchmen, I do have that graphic novel, but that's not a mainstream superhero book for them. And DC's Kamandi, it's not a superhero book. It's basically about you know, a post-apocalyptic world, and all of these adventures with possibly the last boy on Earth and mutant races. It's really neat. I gotta say that it's just really neat, really good read. Eventually, hopefully, I can get all the series. It's that good. I would say, I don't know, pretty well an all ages book. Just something well worth it to have in your collection, for sure. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, so I'm going to break here, and we're going to go to some interiors. Many of us, when we get our books, old and new, we usually just show the covers. I mean, it takes quite a bit to show the insides, but it's definitely a book that's well worth it to show you some of the interiors. I have some like first appearances that I'll show, because some people might know those books, but they don't actually know what the first appearances on the interiors look like. So I hope you guys appreciate this inside look of Kamandi issue number 1. Oh, also, just to let you guys know, on CCC, because it is a channel with many people in it, and everything is shared, including the email, which the comments would go to. So I'm trying to make it a little bit easier for me to answer comments, because I'd always have to go back to the video and comment on them. So to make it easier and try to get the comments coming directly to my email, I will leave a comment by my through my personal channel at DAKENHOWLETT, and if you guys would like your comments to go straight to me to my email, you can just reply to my comment from DAKENHOWLETT, and probably thumbs up my comment so that it tries to stay at the top of the list, so anybody new comes to the channel, you know, after you want to, you know, with all the feed of all the comments, you'd want to keep my comment at the top, so somebody can just click reply to my comment, and then your comments or questions will go directly to my email instead of going through the CCC, I guess. It'll probably still go there, but that may be a way to get comments that I'll be able to receive them quicker and answer them quicker, and hopefully not miss any comments, as there may be comments, you know, for however long, for years on this video, I don't know. But yeah, if you guys can do that, that would be appreciated, and it'll just make everything hopefully easier for me to receive and answer all of your questions and comments. Okay, everybody, here it is, Kamandi, issue number 1. Of course, you've all seen the cover. It's a beautiful cover. Love it. Now let's get right into it and try to quickly show you the interiors. So here we start with great splash page with Kamandi already beginning on his adventure. You can, of course, see some wreckage and disaster behind him. Writer, Jack Kirby, and penciler, letters and inks by Mike Royer. I think that's how you say it. So this book is listed as fine when I bought it, but it's might be even just slightly higher. It's a beautiful condition book. So you turn the page, you get this great, look at that 2-page splash of this disastrous world. Kamandi and his little raft down there. This is just awesome. Now I do have to say this book probably has many influences, but probably the one that it's most relatable to is Planet of the Apes. So if you like that kind of story, you're probably going to see a lot of references or similarities to that. But Kirby probably had many other influences as well. But this is a beautiful 2-page, seeing the, you know, a disastrous world and the you know, Statue of Liberty in the condition that it is. So he's already started out on this journey. You get the idea. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic world. So here he is. He ends up seeing people here, and it's kind of a I don't know, a tribe of humans that are much more animal-like than he is. So there were people that were left behind after a disastrous event, but they're more like animals than you know, civilized beings. So he's on his journey, and then here he hears a you know, a boom, an explosion coming from the direction of the bunker which he has been in. This was the first time Kamandi was actually out of the bunker in so many years. I guess since the disaster, this was the first time anybody from the bunker, I think, was out. As soon as he goes back there, he finds, you know, that the bunker has been attacked, and I think it was his grandfather is the only person who is left in the bunker as well. So of course he goes in there and finds that the place is being ransacked, and his grandfather has been attacked. And so Kamandi knows about a few things of the world because within this bunker that he's been in, there has been, you know, videos and books that have been able to educate him on so many things. So that's why he's not a, you know, post-apocalyptic, you know, human-animal minded thing. So he's got a little bit of knowledge, and of course, living in this disastrous world, it's mostly about survival. So he is seems very fit and quick and agile. That's what you get a sense of, anyways. Oh, and one of the things about these old books, I know we all do it. I've done it so many times. Is these old books, the smell of the inks is just incredible. With these great old books, I take that moment just to breathe it in, because it's just amazing. And that's a thing that you don't get with new books. You can't. It doesn't have that same smell to the paper and to the inks. It probably sounds odd, but I know all of us hardcore collectors, these old books, we take a smell of them in, we breathe them in, and it is just awesome. It's like, you know, breathing in a vintage wine or something. It's incredible. Odd but incredible. So here's where Kamandi is shocked. I mean, he didn't really notice what his attackers looked like at first, because of course he was so concerned with it for his grandfather. But he finally realizes that his attackers are wolf-like people. So he's quite shocked about that, but still able to get his, his attacker, what's coming to him. And it mentions here that he knows karate, of course, from the videos and books that he's been able to educate himself with, being in the bunker. Let's see something. Oh yeah, here's what I wanted to show you guys too. In this panel here, the origins of his name. Of course, you can see how it's spelt on the front, Kamandi. But his name Kamandi, the origin of his name comes from the area of the bunker that he, I guess, lived in, grew up in, was Kamandi. I don't know if you can see it right there, but it says Kamandi. And so his name, Kamandi, was given to him as a wink and nod to the area of the bunker that he grew up in. So anyways, yeah, he's able to get away from his attacker, and then of course he's going to be feeling all alone because he may be the last boy on Earth and he has no family or friends around. So he goes back out, journeys out into the world. This is how he gets rid of his wolf attacker. He ends up electrifying him. So he goes out into the world, he finds this old beat up vehicle. Again, of course, he's been educated on a few things, so he is able to get the vehicle running and goes out, basically with no no direction. And he comes across this little skirmish with these lion folk, and so he kind of sits on the sidelines watching that for a little bit. And then he finds that this person up here, or this mutant, is going to assassinate the, what's his name, this tiger that is called Caesar, the one on the horse right here. So anyways, being a good-minded person, he doesn't know what's going on, but he still knows that somebody, sneaking around the corner, going to try to assassinate this tiger. It's just not something good, it's just killing. So anyways, he does his part and kills the would-be assassin, and then the Caesar ends up taking up Kamandi as his pet. That Kamandi seems a unique, human beast, so he wants to take him for a pet. So that's how he comes into possession of Caesar. So anyways, you see here that this weapon comes into play later, this weapon of Caesar's. So it's the Kamandi's handed over to Caesar's, one of his right-hand man or something like that. Of course, he's caged and off to the royal city, and putting in the kennels with a bunch of these other beast-like humans. Here you see, a bulldog. So it's quite neat. The mutants that you see. So you've already seen, wolves, dogs, tigers, and so in this world, that it's mostly all the animals that are more human than the humans themselves. Roles have reversed. So, and throughout this book, Kamandi gives them a lot of trouble, and they end up finding out that he is a little bit more unique. And he's always trying to run away and make trouble for them. So here they want to present him, and they put him in different clothes. So what ends up happening here is this little prayer to the warhead kind of thing. So, and throughout this book, you do find out, you know, disasters, that there was a major disaster that probably involved radiation, you know, probably atomic blasts. I think there's a mention of shakes as well. So it gives you a little bit of, you know, tells you a little bit of what may have happened, but does leave it a little bit open as well to the imagination, or to, you know, further discovery in the books. I am not quite sure of that. But anyways, there is this warhead that all of the mutant people idolize. So during these ceremonies, Kamandi decides to, you know, well, kind of, you know, I'm the last boy on Earth, and you know, I got to get out of here, and I'm going to do what I can. If I can't escape you, well, I'm going to try to take you all with me, sort of thing. So his plan is to get Caesar's weapon and possibly blow up the warhead. So, you know, on his actions, I guess Kamandi's probably feeling a little low, and figures, well, you know, if this is the end for me, and this is what my life is going to be, I'm just going to take you all with me. So, but yeah, great read, you guys. Of course, I'm just giving you a quick overview, or my interpretation of the events. So, but it definitely is a must-read. So yeah, anyways, he tries to get his weapon and shoot the warhead, but this fella here, this dog, Canis, stops him, and Caesar was going to do away with Kamandi, but Canis decides to, I don't know, what's the word, convince Caesar and them not to, and that he will care for him and be his handler. So then what you find out is Canis is sympathetic to the humans, and of course sees that he is unique. So he becomes a friend of Kamandi's, but, you know, secretly. Takes him into his laboratory, and you find out he has another human being, you know, with him, and this person is very unique himself, possibly due to many things, possibly the radiation that caused the great disasters, but he is basically human A-bomb, I guess, and his body is radioactive. So and then there's the last bit, where Kamandi is, you know, meets him, finds out about him. His name is Ben Boxer, and he is incredibly relieved that there's actually another intelligent human being out there that he's been able to befriend, and perhaps that there is a little bit more hope than he actually had in the beginning of the book. So it's a great end. It's an incredible read. I love this book. I think it is definitely a pickup for everybody. If you can get your hands on this one, here's a page just showing some of the setup of the world of Kamandi and the different factions of mutants and whatnot. So just incredible. I hope you guys like that inside look to Kamandi #1. But yeah, definitely, if anybody can get their hands on this book, pick it up. It's beautiful. It's a great read. I'm glad that everybody who talked about Kamandi on and within the comic community, I'm glad you guys turned me on to this one. Beautiful, great book. I can just keep blabbing on, and I just can't find the words to explain how great this book is. And hopefully throughout the years I will continue to pick up some more Kamandis. I definitely want to get the next issue. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Next on CCC, I would like to show you the interiors of Next Men #21, which was the first appearance of Hellboy, which was in, I think, December of '93. So that's what I'll show you guys next. Okay, I'm out of here. Talk to you guys later. Bye.